Oh.
You're not smart. Instead of talking about uterus, rather malign and with people's families. Take the apology and shove it up your ass.
Go, Candiace. I just woke up, watched the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 1, and I was like, I'm going to come talk to you about it as I'm getting ready to go work out. Y'all, this reunion is starting with a bang. They're letting us know from the beginning, Miss Robyn, you're in trouble. Yeah, girl, you thought you was gonna be able to get away with it, but we're still going to be able to see everything during the reunion, and you're in trouble. So as usual now, we see Andy talking to all the ladies, going into their room. We see him talking to Karen and ask her if she's happy that Charisse is going to be there. The shade. But Karen is taking it lightly. She said, yeah, she deserves to be there. Y'all don't do everything for her to appear. So I guess she needs to be there. Then Andy goes to Candiace, and Candiace tells him, I have a gift for you. And she has a t-shirt of a most famous line this season. And I was like, you go, Candiace. Where can I buy that at? I want to buy it. Then he goes to Giselle and Robyn. Robyn don't want to be alone, y'all. So she wants to stay near Giselle so that they can talk, so that they can rehearse all the lies that she's about to tell us during the reunion. Huh? That's why they're sharing a room. When Andy asked Robyn, is Juan going to be there today? And she's like, no, he's at work. Which work? Is he still working? I thought he was in trouble. Oh well, but yeah, he's not going to come because he is not ready to deal with all the drama that he brought into his life. So yeah, Juan is not going to be there, but Chris going to be there because Chris wants to defend himself as he should. Next, they are all ready to start taping. The ladies all come in and are ready to sit. And when the producer tells them where they're going to be sitting, Miss Robyn is like,
What, Wendy? I'm so confused. Robyn is the most random seating ever.
Like, yeah, girl, what you thought? That you were going to sit near Giselle? That Giselle was going to be there saving you? No, girl, you're going to be alone. You're going to have to figure yourself out. What about that? That is the one thing in the reunion sitting that I like. The fact that Giselle and Robyn are not sitting next to each other. I know that's the childish in me, but I like it. Do you like it? Do you like that part? Let me all know in the comments. Of course, they're going to start with the one that really, the storyline was not as exciting, with Asley. And they go back into Asley's situation during this season, notably the fact that she's not with Michael anymore, they're divorcing and everything. So they ask her all the right questions. Andy is coming in ready. He's not playing. He's saying that it's basically the fans asking questions, but I think that is just Andy putting those questions together. But oh well, they're asking Asley about her situation with Michael. Are they going to get a divorce?
When is the divorce? When is the divorce? Do you have a date?
I can file and
Divorce? Is she going to be able to get money? And Asley's like basically not really explaining anything. Asley started by saying that she doesn't even know what Michael's net worth is. And I'm like, girl, you don't know a man that you probably married for money's net worth? Stop lying. Like, stop. Like, we're not dumb. But the ladies are really shocked to know that she may not end up living with a lot, which explains why she's been trying to get that house. Do I believe that it's better for her to stay married to Michael? Financially, yes. Mentally, I don't know. She tried to date, but she wasn't able to do it. She's saying that she was dating that hockey player that is in the other Bravo show, but it didn't work out because she said that she didn't really want him to be around a kid. It was too early. Respect for Michael. Don't tell me that you ended your relationship because of Michael, because Michael is not going to end what he's doing because of you. For him, she said that she was in love with him, that she's been lacking that intimacy, that she's been needing it, and it was really nice for how long it lasted. But yeah, the hockey player probably don't have the type of money that Michael has, even though she don't know what his net worth is.
You know how much he is worth and where his money is and how much money he has?
no.
So all the ladies are chiming in. They all want to give her advices. They're all asking him questions. Some of them saying maybe she needs to have a third child. No, she don't. There's something that Asley is not telling you. And then Mia said probably the most intelligent thing I've heard her say her entire time at the Real Housewives of Potomac here.
One of the things that I knew is that how I got my husband, I had to keep doing those things to keep my husband.
And I was like, yep, that's what it is. You got to with Michael because you were doing a bunch of stuff to keep up with it. And it is the truth. So you need to be very careful about the type of man that you chose to do forever with, because now you're forced to continue doing those things that you were doing when you were younger and you didn't have all those responsibilities. And now that you have your two children and you want to set a better example for them, your husband is not on the same page, because don't forget, Michael is what, 30 years older than her. He has kids her age. He's been there, done that, and he probably didn't even want to have kids like that. But hey, I don't know those people, so we never know. Let me all know what you think in the comment. Andy is asking one question, and I was like, woof, that one was a good question. He is saying
a few seasons ago, you called Candiace the least accomplished on the cast.
You are the least accomplished person on this couch.
You know, Candiace, she's always ready. She's always ready. And Candiace is saying, well, you know, things have changed. Candiace has used her time at the Real Housewives of Potomac to her advantage. She completed her MBA. She has a thriving music career. She's on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Her husband was also able to do really good on Instagram. He also was cooking in the kitchen of a hotel. I mean, they're doing really good. They bought a home together. They're doing great. She really used and capitalized her time at the Real Housewives of Potomac smartly. And I have to really give my applause to Candiace. I've said it in other videos where I said that Asley should really copy what Candiace is doing. And not necessarily copy, but she should be inspired by what Candiace is doing. But Asley is staying by what she said.
I think as an adult, at some point in time, you do need to be responsible for yourself. I had a spouse.
You're saying things that you don't do, right? And Candiace is really quick to remind her that. She's reminding her that she bought a house with Michael when she could have gone and bought a house on her own. Yeah, she did, because she's greedy. That house is what, 1 million or 2 million. She's like, no, more than that. Yeah, because you didn't want to go buy a $500,000 home. You wanted to maintain the lifestyle that you've been used to with Michael, but you didn't work hard enough to get it. My other point that I wanted to add is one of the reasons why Asley might not be able to get money from Michael is probably because she is making money in the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know what their check is, but she's definitely making money. So maybe the type of money that she wants to get, she might not be able to get because she does get some income.
My point is that Asley is just lying, y'all. Quick interlude, washing my teeth, washing my face, getting ready.
Candiace gathered Asley when she said this here.
I was maligned incessantly for seasons because of my generational wealth.
Was any lie told? Is true. Certain culture, what Candiace is doing is not really a big deal. I know several people that always live with their parents, and then when it was time for them to move, were able to move into their own home because they spent years of saving money living at home, or the parents set them up in a way that they never needed to rent. I think that Asley doesn't have any money or anything. No, I just think that Asley is greedy, and there's a difference.
Applying my cream because I'm going to Pilates. I saw those Korean ladies slapping their face, and I do that all the time.
Next, we have Mia. Mia is still telling lies, y'all. When Mia is being asked about her health care and it potentially being cancer, Miss Mia didn't really have nothing to say, but what she did do is that she deviated.
So here's the thing. I actually am still under care, and I am actually on medication. We did find out that I do have tissue growing in my reproductive organs, and so I am on medication for it to help diminish it so I don't have to get it surgically removed.
Mia basically was able to talk away out of the whole cancer, not cancer situation to I might have to get a hysterectomy. She even added some tears to it. At some point, we can see Karen making a face like, wow, the lies, the lies, the lies. She actually could have been telling the truth, because one thing about Mia, she can be very honest. But I think that she likes to control a narrative. And I think that she's the type of person that's going to mix truth with the lies. It's like she's going to have some truth to what she's saying, but she's definitely going to add some pepper on it. When they ask Mia about the situation with her business, she is saying that she is not the CEO anymore. And then she went into a whole mumbo jumbo on the members and the CEO and the non-members, who is voting, who is not voting, how many members they are. And obviously, nobody was believing her. Like, nobody was believing her. And it was so funny because before that, she was mad at Wendy because of the Wendy getting caught by the producer. Yes, Wendy, in front of the camera, said that she believed that she has cancer. She even got into it with Robyn, but then behind the camera said otherwise. But the truth is that most of those ladies didn't even think you had cancer. And for me, it was like, even if Wendy didn't believe you, was she supposed to come in front of you and tell you, oh, I don't believe you? Wendy knows the game. She knows that you're probably making up a story for the sake of reality TV. So yeah, this time around though, nobody was hiding that they knew you were lying. They were all laughing at you. And she felt really, really bad to the point that she said she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Then Andy asked her more questions about a living situation. How are you going to have a condo in Charlotte, a home in Charlotte? You're renting in Virginia, now you're renting in Bethesda. Don't you own a home? Or maybe you have tenants in there? Like, why is it that you cannot go into the home that you own so that you don't have to spend any money? Or maybe just like maybe tax money? I don't know. I have questions about that, but it was crazy. It was crazy. A lot of those people, they really live beyond their means, and it seems that this is what Mia has been doing. Giselle even said that she thinks that what's going on is that getting to the bank account because they've been overspending money out of the business for their personal use. And that's why they were not able to get in there. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, Giselle. I mean, that's possible because they were renting like a $7,000 home and they made renovation to it. And then she's saying they were renting 2 other homes. And then she had the nerve to say she's bi-coastal. Girl, you're not bi-coastal. Charlotte is like 3 hours away or 2 hours away from Washington, D.C., maybe 5 hours at most. It is on the same East Coast. Ladies, have a little break. And it was interesting for Andy to never have been with a woman. But hey, he likes men, so I guess that makes sense, right? But that was an interesting interlude between Giselle and Andy Cohen. Next, highlight on Giselle. And they're showing us some footage that we've seen before, some unseen footage. We see unseen footage of Candiace and Chris getting into it a little bit. And we also have unseen footage of Chris sending a DM to Giselle where he says in the DM, if I truly did something wrong, I apologize. Something along those lines. Do I think this is an apology? No. Like, an apology is, I apologize to you. Sorry for hurting your feelings. This is what an apology is. And I don't think that was really an apology, but with Giselle is reaching.
Feel uncomfortable? I am sorry. You've admitted it and you've apologized and we're moving on.
No, girl. This is not going to be that easy, girl. And Candiace is saying it. So when we're back, Candiace is saying,
if that's an admission.
Absolutely not.
Giselle was like, no, that was an apology. And they were like, not really. And then that's when Candiace mentioned that this was before they watched the show. So by the time they watched the show, Chris was not happy with the way Giselle was talking about him. And let me tell you something about Miss Candiace dillard-bassett. She did her homework. Candiace Dillard was in front of the TV going back into Real Housewives of Potomac episode 5, season 2, season 5, She went back and watched the entire episode. She took notes of all the mean things that Giselle said about Chris. And she came back and reminded her. It was to the point when Candiace was saying something, the producer was like, boop. Candiace is saying something, the co-producer was like, boop. Like, it was like back to back, back to back, back to back. And there's nothing Giselle could say. And yes, she had some very vile accusation. She didn't say that Chris wanted her. It was more than that. She said it was a sneaky link. She said he wanted women. She's used to men coming at her. Oh, yeah, Is it that light-skin privilege that's talking? What is it about you that makes you used to married men coming to you all the time? Miss Giselle Bryant? I'm just saying. And at this point, what could Giselle say, really? I mean, Candiace did her homework. She gathered her, she gathered her, she gathered her. And it is true. You knew you had a story about you getting an hysterectomy. Why did you wait until the end of the season to bring it back? You could have said, you could have talked about it at the beginning. You could have said that they were scared. You could have said that you had to go through that. But no, you waited. You waited until the last episode, the 2 last episodes, to bring it up. And that is what Candiace is mad. And that's what Candiace was like. Your uterus was waiting for you to talk about it. And yeah, it sounds a little rude, but it's kind of is the truth. Then Miss Robyn had the nerve to come in and said,
it probably is not the best idea for a married man to be in a hotel room with a single woman.
For you to come 2 weeks later and talk about she came to her boyfriend, but Juan paid for a hotel. She was dating a football player who is probably a millionaire, but Juan, who is a high school coach, had to pay for a hotel. He paid for a hotel because he was just nice to her, not because he had an affair with her. Robyn, shut up. And like Candiace she gathered her, she left no crumb, and then we had Dr. Wendy that came and doctored them.
There has now become a clear pattern of this happening time and time again with people's husbands. Have a problem, but the timing always coincidentally happens when the camera starts rolling.
I was like, yep, Dr. Wendy, come to the rescue. But then Candiace was like, nah, what Dr. Wendy said was good, but I got more to say.
As you're singing on the stage?
Oh, so it's not okay to tell me then, but it's okay to sit on national television and tell you at all. You're not smart.
Shot fire.
Your dwindling uterus was waiting for you to put it on TV.
All I can say, it started good. It started really, really good. And I'm happy this deserved three episodes. This reunion deserved 3 hours. Giselle, you're going to be in the hot seat. Robyn, you're going to be in the hot seat. Mia, stop lying. Asley, stop lying. All of you stop lying. Man, I'm tired. Candiace cleared. Candiace gathered. Enzi, kudos to you. You're asking the right question. I'm still wondering if you're going to talk about the colorism situation. Please, 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 we need a surprise appearances from somebody that has the knowledge to talk about those things and ask those questions, because you do not have the authority. What did y'all think? What did y'all think of this episode? I enjoyed it. And for those of you that are new, hey, welcome. And I invite you to subscribe right here and to like, as this is helping my channel to grow. And for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. And I will see you all soon for the next episode. Now I'm going to drink my water and I'm going to go do Pilates because this girl needs to be ready for summer. Bye.